What's up, guys? I'm back. UFC 131. Was on a hiatus for a little bit there. Too much shit going on, but I'm back. UFC 131 predictions. Don't even have time to turn on my computer. I'm going off my phone right here. MMA Junkie, of course. So let's start off. Preliminary card. First fight, Darren Elkins against Masahiro Omagawa. Short and sweet. Omagawa's going to get his first UFC win. Far too technical. He's going to be better in the clinch. His boxing is far better, way better on the ground. Elkins, can he take him down and grind him out? No, he's not gonna. Omagawa, if he gets taken down, he may lock up an armbar. He may hurt him on the feet in the clinch. We'll go Masahiro Omagawa, second round submission due to an armbar. Joey Beltran against Aaron Rosa. Two fat guys should be fighting at 205. Aaron Rosa has fought at 205, as has Beltran. That's the state of the heavyweight division right now in the UFC and in general. Blown up 205ers fighting. They are on the undercard. Pretty even matchup here. Beltran needs to turn this into, a slugfest, which he likes to do anyways. Really get inside, use dirty boxing, crowd Aaron Rosa, don't let him use his range very well. I think he should be able to do that. I think it's going to be back and forth, a lot of clinches. It may look very, very bad by the end of it because they're both guys cardio towards the end of it because they are carrying around extra weight. It's going to look fairly sloppy, but I'll go Joey Beltran, split decision. I think it's going to be back and forth, pretty close. Dustin Poirier against Jason Young. This has the makings of being fireworks, and I think it will be for a while. Both guys like to stand and trade. Poirier is going to, put the pressure on. We saw what he did against Josh Grisby, who hasn't looked that good now in the UFC. But I think he's huge for the weight class. He's got better wrestling. He does train, with Tim Crater in Louisiana. Good jiu-jitsu coach, obviously. He's far better on the ground. And I think eventually, even if he is getting the worst of the stand-up, press it against the cage, take him down, work top control for a little bit, and he should be able to get a submission. We'll go second round, rear naked choke. James Head against Nick Ring. Who gives a shit about this fight? Honestly, James Head is getting this opportunity because he beat who the hell did he beat? Gerald Harris by unanimous decision. So, Nick Ring I don't think he's UFC caliber anyways. He is the better of the two here. Better stand up. He has had professional Muay Thai fights. Pretty good guard. I mean, he's okay. Good. He's just okay overall. And we're going to go Nick Ring, unanimous decision. Don't really care. Mike Masenzio taking this on short notice against Krzysztof Szynski. Basically, Krzysztof Szynski is going to win this fight by TKO. He's bigger, stronger, better striking. Obviously, Masenzio has better jiu-jitsu. Not going to be a factor, I don't think, especially since he's taking this on short notice. Krzysztof's going to rough him up from the outside, get inside, rough him up that way. Take him down maybe, work top control, and stay out of submissions. Eventually, he may be able to wear Masenzio down and work to side control and maybe go for a Kimura, which he loves to do. His favorite go-to move. So we're going to go, I think he'll TKO him before that. I'm going to go Krzysztof Szynski, second round TKO. Preliminary card on Spike TV. By the way, the preliminary cards, all of them, going to be on Facebook and YouTube this time. First time they're doing that. Jesse Bongfeld against Chris Weidman. Jesse Bongfeld is a very good fighter. If you see his fight in Canada against TJ Grant, very entertaining scrap back and forth on the ground. Very good, entertaining ground battle, which you don't see a lot. Basically, Chris Weidman's better. I mean, he hung around with ADCC, champions, and he's a national, All-American wrestler, champion, and his striking, he trains at Serra Longo, is coming along, his boxing is getting better, he naturally has decent power in his hands. I think he's going to take this pretty convincingly. I like Jesse Bongfeld. Sweet nickname. Jesse Water Bongfeld. But this is going to be, I think, all Chris Weidman. Or Weidman. I should probably learn how to pronounce it. And I did know, but it just kind of escaped me right now. He's going to have the wrestling advantage. He's going to have the striking advantage. I think he's going to take him down, land some big shots on him in the first round, hurt him badly, and finish it. Maybe first round, beginning of second round, takes him down, finishes it with TKO. He may hurt him standing too. So there you go. Chris Weidman, TKO, late first round. Yves Edwards against Sam Stout. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. This fight's going to be awesome. Here's where I see the difference being. Yves Edwards has the better wrestling, offensively. Maybe defensively. Better ground game for sure. Yes, Sam Stout was able to get up from Joe Lozon's takedowns, get back to his feet. Yves Edwards, I mean, technically, technique-wise, Stout probably has the better boxing. A little bit. Power advantage goes to Edwards. I think this is going to be back and forth, real entertaining striking. Edwards should have the presence of mind to know end of rounds, go for takedowns. He's way better. He could end up submitting him in the third. I think it's going to be back and forth for however long it lasts. Yves is this fight, I think, is points in his direction pretty much everywhere. Stout doesn't have the power to really hurt anybody. Yes, he's good technically, and, you know, hands of stone, okay, never seen it in the UFC. If we see it here, congratulations to you, but Yves Edwards is going to win this fight, I think, by unanimous decision, if not a late submission. Stout's notoriously hard to finish, and he's got amazing cardio. The only way I really see Stout winning this fight, well, I mean, I suppose he could technically outpoint him, and avoid takedowns and, you know, the ground game the whole fight and win that way. But the way I see him maybe be able to finish this is Yves gets tired towards the end because of all the work he's doing for takedowns, and then he kind of finishes him hurts him a little bit with a shot and like finishes it in the third. That could be a possibility. But I'm going to go Yves Edwards here in a very entertaining battle, unanimous decision. Main card, Donald Cerrone against Wagner Rocha. Or Hosha, I suppose you could say as well. This fight is all Cerrone. All Cerrone, make no mistake about it. There is a similar fight to this on the card too, and I will get to that in a few seconds. But, I mean, Cerrone, it has infinitely better stand-up. Like, you can't, the stand-up is not even freaking close. And Cerrone's finally going to get to showcase this, and he doesn't get to finish a lot of guys with striking, which is very odd. He is going to finish this one with strikes in this fight. Yes, Wagner Hosha has amazing jiu-jitsu. It's not going to play a factor. If he pulls guard, I mean, Cerrone is very good. Unless he gets caught in a guillotine, sticks his neck out there taking it, you know, for a takedown, because he has improved his wrestling skills. Maybe he catches him early with a sub if Cerrone makes a mistake, but he's not gonna. He's gonna control the distance. He's gonna use his jab, use his good straight right. He's gonna hurt him badly, and maybe in the first, maybe in the second, may wear him down in the third. If he doesn't finish it with strikes, I think he'll be able to wear him down with strikes and possibly finish him by submission. Yes, by submission in the third round. But for sure, Donald Cerrone wins this fight, and he wins it very convincingly. Damian Maia against Mark Munoz. Entertaining. Both guys vying to get to the top of the 185-pound division. Mark Munoz, clearly wrestling background. Damian Maia, grappling background. Striking. Munoz, power. He's got a decent amount of power. He makes a lot of mistakes defensively. on the ground and standing, because he does throw bombs, as he likes to say. If you saw the Countdown show, I don't like Munoz's attitude. I just don't like his personality. Me and him don't vibe. And I'm sure he doesn't give a shit if I don't vibe with him, because who am I? But, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Damian Maia, better probably technically on the feet. Weird to say, but yes. Very weird takedowns, trips, tries everything to get it to the ground. Yeah, he wants to get this to the ground. Yes, he wants to submit him. Kendall Grove had Mark Munoz in all sorts of trouble. Nearly choked him out in the first round in their fight. Munoz came back. He's got a lot of heart, got power, good wrestling, good skill set, good fighter. Damian Maia, I think, is going to win this fight, and I think he's going to win it by avoiding huge shots on the feet. Mark Munoz takes him down. He may be able to sweep him, work a high guard, set up triangles. I think he's going to catch him in a couple different sub-attempts or close sub-attempts and, win this fight. This may be one of those fights where, in theory, Damian Maia should win it because he's clearly outclassing him on the ground, but since Mark Munoz has top position, he's going to win the fight. That could happen. Munoz could clip him. But I'm going to say Damian Maia wins this fight. Better technically pointing him on the feet, wearing him out with his grappling, and submitting him in the third round. So that's what I'm going to pick. Damian Maia by third round submission, rear naked choke. This is the fight that I alluded to earlier. Dave Herman, John Olav Ainamo. Ainamo is a former ADCC champion, which is fucking amazing. Let's not kid ourselves here. It's amazing. There's only a certain amount of guys that can say that, and he's one of those. He's training at Golden Glory, working on his stand-up. No chance in hell that I can pick him to win this fight. He hasn't fought in MMA for 4 years. 4 years. Can he somehow get it to the ground and submit Herman? I'm not saying Herman is the best fighter in the world. I'm not saying he's the best heavyweight in the world. I'm not saying he doesn't have flaws in his game. But he seems to be taking his training very seriously. Extremely athletic, very powerful, good wrestling. He throws a lot of crazy, wild stuff. And if he does, slip up a little bit, he could get caught. I'm going to pick Dave Herman by TKO here. Ainamo's only loss is to, I think, Fabricio Verdum, and it's by decision. Verdum back then wasn't the guy that was going to TKO you. He was going to try to have a grappling battle with you, and that's essentially what it was. Dave Herman, I'm going to pick to win this fight. I think he can keep it on the feet. He likes a teep kick. Good. Fantastic. Use that. Keep him away from you. Boom. Pick your shots. Hurt him with something. Finish him. There you go. Dave Herman. Unanimous decision. Maybe, if he's cautious about it. If he goes in for the kill, I think he can TKO him. So there you go. Kenny Florian, Diego Nunez. In every aspect of the game, Kenny Florian is better here. He's only really had problems with powerhouse wrestlers and guys that can put the pressure on him, which Nunez can certainly do. I don't think he has enough power to hurt Florian. The only thing I'm concerned about is obviously the weight cut for Kenny Florian. I don't know how he's going to look at 145. I guess I'll look at the weigh-ins today. It starts at 4, a couple hours, which means I need to get this shit on the road because I need to go to the gym, come back. So I need to watch the weigh-ins. But look at the weigh-ins. If Florian looks good and he doesn't look like James Irvin did at 185, there's a good chance Florian's going to win this. Better wrestling, better training partners, better, it's Kenny Florian all the way. He can use a jab, he can take you down. I think he can really finish this fight on the ground. I think he's going to frustrate him standing. And Nunez has got a lot of heart, talented fighter, but a little overrated in the 145-pound division, I think. And Kenny Florian takes this one by unanimous decision. Junior Dos Santos against Shane Carwin. What can you say? watch the countdown video. Shane Carwin looks like he stayed up all night writing in his little notepad like funny little quips to say and intimidating. Either he was trying to be funny or he's trying to be intimidating. But it looked like he was reading off a goddamn script. So don't do that, Carwin. That's stupid. You may not be good at... I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was about. Junior Dos Santos going to win this fight. Why? Speed. Athleticism. Takedown defense. Better overall striking. Better jiu-jitsu. And actually having cardio. I'm not saying, Carwin doesn't have cardio, because maybe he's worked on it and improved it. If so, good for him. That'll be even a more entertaining fight, and then we all win. Junior Dos Santos is good. I mean, he has defensive... I've always said he's got defensive liabilities in his boxing. Is his boxing much better than Carwin's? Oh, yeah. Can Carwin out-bully him? Probably press him against the cage? Probably. That's going to be his game plan. Either land a huge shot or press him against the cage, try and wear on him, use dirty boxing like he did to Mir, and kind of finish it that way. Junior Dos Santos needs to circle, obviously, stay off the cage, uses counter-striking, uses speed. Leg kicks would help. If there was a time to bring in leg kicks, that would be the time to do it, and I'm pretty sure he has them in his arsenal. Junior Dos Santos is going to win this fight by knockout. And that's just the way it is. Like I said, Carwin has a lot of power. Technique-wise, he's kind of slow. Kind of real slow. Doesn't have the reach. Kind of short. And that's where he gets all his power from. Not extending out. But Junior Dos Santos, like I said, stay off the cage. Avoid the takedowns. Take it into deeper waters. I know Mir tried to do that, but just do what you do, man. Just do what you do. He's going to win the fight, and that's all there is. So Junior Dos Santos, pick around second round KO. Those are my picks. UFC 131. Enjoy the fights. Stay metal. Later.